After reading the book 100 Years of Marathon and understanding the art of war book content relating to China, one thing is very clear, that China has been utilizing various nations to its advantage very smartly. On the one hand, it was trying to utilize the differences between Soviet Union and America to come closer to America, then taking the technology of America for development, and America was thinking that China will be under the edges of capitalism supported by America, will finally convert into liberal democratic state, and in that and America further wanted that China will be help to USA against Soviet Union. But after demise of Soviet Union and disintegration and emergence of Russia, the Soviet Union lost that power leverage, and then China initially was scared about Soviet Union's invasion on it. So China now find that America is the only enemy in the long term, and the way the China has started its designs of upgrading its military and penetrating in the information system of America, penetrating in the Pentagon secrets, knowing the various military inventions in America, the way it has geared up to wage cyber war against America, the way it is inventing startling technology to conduct surprise attack so that American warships and other aircraft carriers in the ocean can be sunk, the way it is developing and instilling water acoustics to understand the various under the sea operations of America, the way it is simulating various scenarios, the way it is promoting Confucius institutions in USA, the way it is trying to penetrate into think tanks of America, the way China has started lobbying its interest through American groups to influence American presidents to not to become anti-China. The way initially Mr. Bill Clinton was, after the Tiananmen Square, the Bill Clinton was very much against because of human rights, etc. And when China found that he was very anti against China, so they tried to reach the funders of his election in America, lobbyists, and finally Clinton became a little bit mild, and actually he who allowed the entry of China in the WTO, and taking the advantage of WTO, China has built up its huge economy. Actually, China is using the economy as a weapon to finance its military designs. So China is actually interested to become number one power in the world. So China's view of international relations is that world is hierarchical and order is better than chaos, and China believes that democratic capitalism is actually chaotic. So totalitarianism of China with the hierarchical world order, where China being dominant will be able to control the world and will try to propagate its ideologies in the world. And China thinks that America 100 years marathon, the China thinks that China shouldn't reveal its potentialities and play very small. The famous Chinese dictum that hide your strength, bide your time. So China has been continuously hiding its strengths and still trying to show it is a developing country, measuring its economic per capita income. But on the other hand, China has designs that it will be able to replace America maybe in 2035, something like that. And the 100 years marathon, actually the ideology and strategy of China is aiming all these things, how to weaken America from within by all resources at its command, or in short by hook or crook. And China has been exploiting all the vulnerabilities of American system, whether lobbying, whether election management of various presidents, where using the espionage network, where penetrating into think tanks, whether sending its student to various institutes to do the espionage, and then becoming the manufacturing hub of the world, controlling the rare earth minerals, developing its military technology to next level, stealing various war technologies from America, and whatnot. I mean, this China is not only willing to replace America economically, but militarily and politically. So the 100 years marathon crux is that China want to be number one, military power, economic power, and political power in the world, so that China can dictate terms to any country, whether it is America or any. And in that process, the liberal democracies of Europe and America, they have become highly vulnerable from Chinese intrusions, because China can manipulate, because Chinese government is not accountable to anybody. So China can do anything. China can do anything, but no democratic country can behave like a totalitarian regime, and that is something which is alarming. So China must be watched by America, and Americans should think that remaining in the complacency which China wants, that America should remain complacent and remain in the hallucination of being too much superior to be defeated by China in any game. And China is thinking that even Taiwan issue or Asia Pacific issue, China will do something by surprise before America could gear up, and by that time damage is too big and too costly to retaliate. So I find that the design of China needs to be properly understood by all those countries which are victims of Chinese expansionism or Chinese designs. Thank you very much.